Good evening, ladies and gentlemen of the radio audience. This is Edwin Harlow bringing you the day's most urgent dispatches on this Sunday, January the 11th, 2026. The world is kind of chaotic out there tonight. Low-key, intense vibes all around. But we shall press on with composure and report the facts as they stand. We begin with the escalating crisis in Iran. The nationwide protests against the regime have rolled into their third week, with human rights groups reporting a death toll soaring past 500. Some estimates now exceed 538 civilians and security personnel combined, and more than 10,000 arrests. The streets, it is said, run with blood and sorrow. Iran's parliament speaker has issued a stark warning. Any U.S. intervention would make American bases and even Israel fair game. From Air Force One, President Trump has doubled down on support for the demonstrators, stating the military is weighing very strong options, with a full briefing on potential strikes set for Tuesday. This one has everyone on edge. The UN Secretary General himself is shocked by reports of excessive force, and one cannot help but observe that cooler heads seem in short supply. One hopes it does not go full send before reason prevails. The human cost is already heartbreaking beyond words. Closer to home, tensions remain high after the fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good by an ICE officer in Minneapolis. Anti-ICE protests have exploded nationwide. More than 1,000 demonstrations reported, with confrontations in cities from coast to coast. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem has announced hundreds more federal agents will be deployed to Minnesota to address what she terms true corruption. In a separate but related matter, the Justice Department has served grand jury subpoenas upon Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell, a move he describes as unprecedented pressure amid ongoing strains over monetary policy. These institutions form the very backbone of our economy and republic. Their steadiness is vital when everything else feels so tense. In the Western Hemisphere, following the capture of Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro by U.S. forces, President Trump has shifted focus to Cuba. He declared no more Venezuelan oil or funds will reach the island, zero, and urged Havana to make a deal before it is too late. Cuban President Diaz-Canel has responded defiantly, affirming Cuba's sovereignty and declaring that no one dictates to them. The Monroe Doctrine is throwing some serious shade once more. A bold maneuver, and with Venezuela's oil cut off, Cuba faces real pressure. The neighborhood rules are being rewritten fast. From Europe, the war in Ukraine grinds on through the bitter winter. Overnight, Russian drone attacks killed at least 4 and injured many across Ukraine, leaving parts of Kiev without power, heat, or water. In response, Ukrainian drones struck Voronezh, claiming 1 life and damaging homes. Grim tidings on both fronts, with winter offering no mercy to those caught in the crossfire. Our thoughts remain with those enduring such hardship. And now, for a brighter note from the ice rinks. The 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships wrapped up in St. Louis, crowning the team bound for the Milano Cortina Olympics. Ilya Malinin, the quad god himself, claimed his 4th straight men's title with jaw-dropping performances. Amber Glenn secured her 3rd consecutive women's crown, the first such streak since Michelle Kwan. Alisa Efimova and Misha Mitrofanov repeated as pairs champions, and Madison Chock and Evan Bates took their 7th ice dance title. Truly inspiring. Proof that excellence and grace still shine even when the world feels chaotic. A little determination goes a long way these days. And now, a brief word from our sponsors. In these fast-moving times, a reliable timepiece is indispensable. The Hamilton Watch Company presents the Piping Rock, shock-resistant, accurate to the second, in a handsome stainless steel case built for the modern gentleman. Hamilton, the watch of railroad accuracy. And for a smoke that's mild, yet fully satisfying, choose Chesterfield. Pure, ripe tobacco, nothing else. Chesterfield, they satisfy. We return you to the headlines. The world turns, full of peril and occasional triumph. Thank you for joining us, dear listeners. This has been Edwin Harlow. Stay vigilant out there, and may reason guide us through the storm. Good night, and God bless America.